I said I'd be back doing one of these response videos, and here I am doing another one of these response videos. Hello again, everybody, it's me, Sammy, otherwise known as Spellborn. I'm back again for another video. Doing another response video because these are always fun to do, and I always get pulled out of the fire to do these, because they're always fun to do. This one regarding TFNation, because as I'm looking at the calendar now, and depending on when you're watching this video, it's the 13th of July. So, August isn't really that far away. TFNation isn't that far away either, so it's worth getting excited for those two things that are happening in that exact same month. Yes, responding to Knowlsy, Sean Knowles, Mr. Knowles, TFKnowlsy himself, again, the good troop rallier that he is, making this question video, which you shall respond to. The link for the video is actually down in the description box below. Yes, doing another question video regarding TFNation that's happening this year, and it's an 8-question thing, so there's a lot to cover, and it's really interesting because now that we're seeing these pop up, and now that TFNation is getting closer, we're seeing the excitement build up. So that's I think definitely worth getting excited for. So I don't have my phone with me. My phone's turned off. So instead, I just finished watching the video, and I'm looking at the questions right in front of me. So, without any further ado, and with no more yammering involved, let's get started. Okay, question number 1. What panels would you like to see added to the TFNation schedule in the future? Well, that's a tough one, because there's a lot of different panels going on this that were added there last year, that weren't there before, and that were there added the year before that weren't there before, and they're going to keep doing that as the years proceed on. Well, let's see. What panels would I like to see? I think I really don't know, because there's a lot to cover, and for a Transformers convention that's covering everything from past continuities to anything that's current, personally, I would like to see, and this is just a personal thing, I would like to see more artist panels, specifically fan art panels, be involved. As someone that really loves of course, as someone that loves Transformers, I do like drawing Transformers a lot, and it would be nice to see that sort of thing be involved. I mean, it would be a good way to really get the attention for those that pride their wares on their work and what have you, as well as find a way to get their work out there so that they can go on and do bigger, better things. You know, stuff like that. I think I would like to see that, as well as maybe as a panel idea. I mean, this isn't a must, and it's probably too late now, as I know that TFCon is happening at the moment as this video is being shot. You know, maybe I don't know. I mean, have a panel for any upcoming events, like any upcoming parts of the franchise that we are excited for, like a new cartoon or a new toy line or a new movie or anything like that. I would like to see panels for that, because I know that BotCon once upon a time used to have coverage for that sort of thing, to cover, okay, here's the show, here's this and that, and here's what's going to come out next year. But I personally would like to see more panels like that, because I think that's a good way to really get the attention across that, you know, Transformers can happen on other sides of the planet where other conventions are happening, so there can be coverage for that. So and other panels, what else would I like to see? I know that Knowlsy mentioned something about Voltron, which, you know, I wouldn't mind seeing that. I loved Legendary Defender, and I wouldn't mind seeing Voltron being involved with something like this. But there's always a whole rights issue, so that's I mean, that's a maybe. That's a big maybe that could actually happen. I don't know. I mean, I'm sorry if my answer sounds a bit vague, but it's just I would like that to be something different, because I don't want it to just be Transformers be all end all done, because that's just that I think just kind of, it gets a bit too. Not only is it a little bit suffocating to be burned out by too much being shoved in there, but just, you know, other panels that are currently going on that aren't necessarily dedicated to Transformers. I know that there was a Brave panel back in 2017, and that was pretty good. So that's always good to see. But I don't know. I'm sorry if my answer's vague. I mean, I would like to see a fan art panel, but that's just me. So let's see. Question number 2. In regards to musician guests, who would you like to see attend TF Nation in the future except for Stan Bush? Well, I have 3 suggestions for that. And the sad thing is, I didn't get the chance to see Stan Bush last year because I didn't go to TF Nation last year because I was on break. But I've heard from people that the concert that he performed was really, really good. So I mean, on behalf of TF Nation, I do hope that maybe in the future, maybe for next year or the year after that, he comes back. But if you want to keep the music going and have different musicians associated to this franchise as the years go on. Well, personally, I mean, I would. I mean, this won't happen. It was kind of a one-off thing that happened. If you remember, and I know that they're not the same thing, but if you remember, Auto Assembly had Next of Kin back in 2009, and their song Transform was pretty much associated with Auto Assembly from there onward. I personally would like to see them come back and do another theme for TF Nation. That's just my own wish, but you want to keep something different and try and keep the theme going. I get that, because I know that TF Nation uses Transform for the theme, which is fine with. But who would I like to see at musical wise at TF Nation in the future? Well, and I've got the stuff to show you. Remember this? And I'm not necessarily talking about Stan Bush, but I meant Vince DiCola. I would like the number 1, Vince DiCola. That's pretty much everyone's wish when they go to this, is they want to see Vince DiCola. They want to see Vince DiCola do the perform some of the songs from the 86 movie, from the soundtracks from the 86 movie, because the soundtrack to Transformers the movie is musical gold. That's the best way that I can describe it. It's musical gold, and everything about that soundtrack is just timeless, and it's great. So that's number 1. Number 2, as an option, and you know, regardless of how you feel about these movies, whether you like them or not, the music about them is actually really, really good. Option number 2, I would love to see at TF Nation Steve Jablonsky, who did the soundtracks for the 07 movie and Revenge of the Fallen, and the other live-action movies. I haven't got physical copies of Dark of the Moon or Age of Extinction or The Last Night. I haven't got physical copies of those soundtracks. I would like to get them, but I don't. But yeah, seriously, I would love to see. Excuse me, I'd love to see Steve Jablonsky do be a guest at at TF Nation, because, you know, Steve Jablonsky's music is actually really good, and whether you like the live action films or not, they are pretty much the best part of those movies, and it'd be good to see a concert from him. So that's the second option. The third option is going to be a little bit trickier, because I might have suggested this a few times, and I think was a rhetorical answer back to that. The one thing I wanted to see, the next musical performance I would love to see at TF Nation is a group called, let me just pull up the name as I can look it up. The group I'd like to see at TF Nation is called Cybertronic Spree. And if you don't know who Cybertronic Spree are, they are a band that dress as Transformers characters. I mean, you have a character, you have someone dressed as Rodimus, you have someone dressed as Shockwave, as Bumblebee, as Unicron, as RC. It's a band that covers. I know that they did. I think it was Led Zeppelin's "Immigrant Song," and so it's basically just a cover band. But I would love to see them actually perform at TF Nation. But here's the problem with that, though. In order to get the whole group to say yes to something like this and to come over from, I believe they're from Canada, to come all the way from Canada to the United Kingdom is going to be a bit tricky because there's like, there's like 8 of them. There's 8 members of the group. 7 or 8. I think it's 8. There are 8 members of the group, and in order to get all of them together, you got to ask them all individually, and it's going to be difficult to try and do that. So I don't know, but I would love to see them. I would love to see them at TF Nation. I think that would be really lots and lots of fun to have this group that dress as Transformers characters at a Transformers convention, singing, well, not even necessarily just stuff from the '86 movie, but you know, just cover songs from other bands, you know, because I know that Auto Assembly had like a karaoke event years ago, and that was fine, I suppose. But wouldn't it also be good as well to have you know, this group, which kind of in a sense is a karaoke group, kind of, sort of, at something like this, just doing various cover songs, and we could all sing along to them. That'd be kind of cool. Because I know that, they did a cover song of, Run With Us from the cartoon show The Raccoons, which that was interesting. Yeah, so get that. I mean, so I really hope, fingers crossed, that that TF Nation gets the chance to ask them all. Ask all the members in this group about this, and then they'll all say yes, because that'd be kind of cool. So that's so yeah, those are the 3 options. Pick any of those that would be good. Although personally, I would love to see Steve Jablonsky, but that's just me. Question number 3. If it's your first time attending TF Nation this year, what was the reason for you to decide to go? B, well, A and B. For those who are regulars, what keeps you coming back? I don't know. I mean, to be really honest, I love the people, and I like the people. I like seeing the people. I like seeing the guests. I'm not too mad about the toys because, like I said before, I've kind of stopped collecting toys now. I'm just done with it. I mean, there's a certain part of Transformers that I'm able to associate myself with, and there's a part that I'm able to detach myself with. And when there's too much in one sitting, that's just too much for me to really bear. So I'm able to just take what I can carry and go away with that. But as a regular, as I've been twice, I don't know. I've only been twice to TF Nation, and I've been so many times at Auto Assembly. But you know what? And I've been doing this for 14 years at this point. It's the people and the experience, getting to hear their whole, just sit down and have a good laugh, just sit down and have a good time. I mean, life is short to bear any hatred towards anybody, so if you're gonna go to these sorts of things and cause some kind of a row, probably not a good idea. But if you're the kind of but if you want to go to these sorts of things and have a good time, then great. Because there are people coming from all over the place to this sort of thing, and that's always good. So yeah, that's again, sorry if that answer's a bit vague. I haven't really got a proper answer to really give you. I'm a regular. I just like going. They are fun to go to. I hope that helps. So let's see. Question number 4. What panels are you looking forward to checking out this year? Well, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot that I want to see. I probably won't check out all of them, but I do want to see Brian Drummond's panel, as well as Marty Eisenberg's panel, and as well as the YouTube panel. I think it was Joe Powell. He got the announcement saying that he was going to do a panel for his thing, which that's always nice. You want to support the little guy involved in all this sort of thing. So that's something to really get excited about. So yeah, there's that, and what else? I'll just mosey on whatever panel's going on, and I'll see what is appealing. I mean, that's all there is to it. Anything I'm looking particularly forward to? Just getting there and just relaxing and just having a good time. I'm sorry for that, again, very vague answer, but all the panels, I think, I haven't thought of a single thing about TFNation that I haven't enjoyed. I mean, so far it's been, you know, a very straight line, and there are no bumps in it. So, and the people putting this together don't let you down, and they do a good job of not letting you down. So, yeah, to anyone who's going for the first time, be sure to thank the people who are the volunteers, the people involved in all this. Just go around thanking them, and remember that they put their lives on the line for you. So there's that. Let's see. Question number 5. How do you think TFNation could expand upon last year with Stan Bush attending and performing? Well, again, I wasn't there last year, so I didn't get the chance to probably see the concert. But I can tell it was a lot of fun from what videos were recorded, what pictures were taken, and all that bunk. Personally, if I was gonna make it bigger, to be honest, I really don't know. Maybe try one of the halls of the NEC and see if they'll be nice enough to let them have the concert there. Bigger lights, bigger sounds, bigger everything. So, so maybe there's that. Again, sorry if that's probably not the best question to ask because I wasn't there last year. But you know, bigger room, bigger place, bigger venue. I mean, go big or go home. In this instance, if you want to try and get a name like Stan Bush involved, you want to make sure that you get the best for him. That's all there really is to it. Question number 6. Would anyone like to see a permanent YouTube panel added to the schedule? Well, other than what's been there this year, I think maybe more from the Transformers YouTube community, because I know that there's the Facebook group of that. So I personally would like to see more involvement of that. I would like to see that panel be a permanent part of the convention, because with all of this and with all the people that are doing this whole thing, I think it's worth. I honestly think that it's worth having something there so that it increases the fan interest. And okay, so you got voice actor panel, toy designer panel, artist panel, comment panel, blah, 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 all that shit. And then somewhere like in bold highlights, the YouTube panel, have that as the schedule. Okay, that's good. Because chances are, I mean, if you've got someone that's up and coming in the whole YouTube circuit and who's more active on social media, then you want to have something for them to enjoy. So it's worth adding that panel to that permanent schedule and let them go to that. I think it's a great idea. I think it really helps increase the fan interest, and it helps increase it helps increase the whole community approach, which is something convention. So that's to add. So what else? Add to the panel. I mean, honestly, I mean, I'm kind of dragging this video on a little bit, and the camera's just kind of malfunctioning a bit. But honestly, yeah, add the YouTube panel to the thing. I mean, I think it's a good idea. More Q&As, more involvement from the fans. That's all thing that is nice to see. Question number 7. Should there be a setup photo of the games room? Yes, there should be, because, you know, video games are cool, and we don't have enough Transformers video games. And in fact, recently, I started replaying this as hype for this. So, so yes, there fucking should be. There should be a video games room, and then that would encourage people to play more video games. Plus, as well, I think I remember seeing Zort Rider add something into one of his TFNation responses to this. There should be a section for children, Okay, great. Then, and also tie that in with this. Because, you know, I think video games have a good potential for Transformers, and we don't have enough good ones out there. And, it'd be nice, I think, to have a little game store where people can just go and just, you know, if they're feeling anxious and all that sort of thing, go somewhere where they can just, you know, lose their imagination and play some video games. It's just an idea. Yeah, so they should set that up. Question number 8, and this is the last question. A and B. Your fondest memories of the previous TF Nations, your least fondest memories of the previous TF Nations. Fondest and least fondest. I don't have any least fondest memories. I try to keep an open mind about fondest memories that I have, and it's virtually the same thing, because I go to have a good time, and I do. I go to meet the people, and I do. I go to spend a small amount of money, and I sometimes do. Most of it's all on drinks, but I think at the same time it's the fondest memories, just going there and having a good time, appreciating what the people have busted their balls to do, because you know, it's worth going to these things and appreciating the time that people actually put into making them, because you know, this is a fan thing made for fans, so it's worth appreciating the sort of thing. So the fondest memories are, you know, good people, good friends, good time, good shit. So yeah, that's kind of again, if the answer sounds a bit sporadic, I can't think of anything least fondest. I mean, I don't focus on the least favorite bullshit, and if I do, it's like shoved in the back of my head, where I don't ever think about it. So yeah, that's the video, folks. I hope that it was good, and if it isn't, please leave a comment below, because it's always good. And as always, Mr. Knowlsy, Mr. TFKnowlsy, thank you very much, sir, as always, for doing these sorts of question videos. They're always fun to respond to, because they always get the excitement going. So, and if you haven't seen the video, links below, go follow it, go respond to it, comment, like, whatever. Same thing with this one. It's worth going to see, and if you're a regular attendee, or even if you're someone that's new to TF Nation, do yourself a favor, go check this video out. It's worth responding to. It's worth the time watching. So, that's it for me, folks, and until probably the next response video I do, until the next video I do in general, I will see you all later. Take care.